Next topic is resolution of a vector. That means we have to make the component of the vector along the rectangular coordinate axes. Suppose this is our two-dimensional coordinate system with axes x and y which are mutually perpendicular. In this coordinate system we have a vector A. Vector A is a vector which have magnitude A and unit vector A cap. Length of this vector is A, which is the magnitude of the vector. And this vector make angle alpha with x-axis and angle beta with y-axis. To make the component of this vector along x and y axis, we drop the perpendicular on x-axis, also on y-axis. Now we have to find the length of this component along the x-axis and along the y-axis. To find the length, we use trigonometry. From trigonometry, cos theta, cos of an angle equal to, for a right angle triangle, cos theta equal to base oblique hypotenuse. That means this is alpha, base we have to find, and hypotenuse is A. So that means it is A cos alpha. Similarly, this length is A cos beta. And we have already discussed in the topic of unit vectors that unit vector along the x-axis is represented by I cap, and along the y-axis we take unit vector j cap. With this information, we can write vector A in its component as A cos alpha, which is along the x-axis. This is the magnitude, and unit vector I for direction. So this is the component of this vector A along the x-axis plus A cos beta along the y-axis, which is represented by the unit vector j. So in this way, we can represent this vector A in terms of its component, and we say this is the resolution of a vector. If we are given the three-dimensional coordinate system, then vector A makes angle alpha with x-axis, beta with y-axis, and third axis is z-axis, with which A makes an angle gamma. In that case, in three-dimensional system or axes which has mutually perpendicular x, y, and z axes, we can write vector A equal to A cos alpha I plus A cos beta j plus A cos gamma k. And in simple way or in shortcut way, we can write vector A equal to component of vector A along x-axis, that is ax unit vector I plus ay unit vector j plus az unit vector k. So this information we have to remember. Similarly, if we are given the vector b, then vector b can be written as bxi plus byj plus bzk. This is a vector in terms of its components. Now we move to the operation of vectors. First, we take vector addition. Vector addition. There are the two methods to add the vectors. One is triangle method. Triangle method of vector addition. In this method, we are given two vectors A and B. Then we draw first a vector, anyone, say A or B. Let we first draw A. Then from the head of this vector A, we draw the second vector. This is vector B. Then from the foot of first and head of the last, this vector gives the resultant vector that is equal to vector A plus vector B. If we draw first vector B and then vector A, then resultant vector from the foot of first drawn vector and head of the last vector, that gives vector R, that is equal to vector B plus vector A. And these two vectors are equal. This A plus B and B plus A are equal vectors because their length are equal and direction is same. So this is the way to add the vector by triangle method. And other method, which is important method, that is the parallelogram method of vector addition. We take same two A and B vectors and we have to add them using the parallelogram method. For that, we draw first both vectors from the same point. And then we complete the parallelogram. Then this diagonal from the same point. Diagonal from the same point, because another diagonal is also possible. We are not considering this at this moment. The diagonal from the same point from which A and B are drawn. This diagonal represents the sum of vector A plus B. The task is, what is the value of A? That means R, that is what is the magnitude of R and what is the angle. Let this angle is alpha and angle between the vector A and B is theta. So we have to find magnitude of R and angle alpha using the geometry. For this, we extend this vector A and a drop is perpendicular is drop on this line. Because this vector B, this arm of the parallelogram and this arm of the parallelogram are parallel and equal in length, so we can say if this is the vector B, that is the magnitude of this vector is B, then magnitude of this side is also B. This makes an angle theta, that means this angle is also theta because these two lines are parallel. We mark the positions here O, P, Q, R, S. We find the magnitude of this vector R. So that means OR is square using the Pythagoras theorem in this right angle triangle. What is the right angle triangle? OQR. Hypotenuse is square equal to sum of the squares of two other sides. That is OQ square plus QR square. Or it can be written as OQ can be written as OP plus PQ. OP plus PQ square plus QR square. This is equal to OP is the length of vector A. That means its magnitude is A plus PQ is this length which can be found using the trigonometry in this triangle, and this length comes equal to base oblique hypotenuse equal to cos theta. So this length will be b cos theta. B cos theta and then square. Another one is QR. QR. Again, using this right angle triangle PQR, this side will be perpendicular of oblique hypotenuse equal to sine theta. That means it is B sine theta. So we can write here B sine theta square. Opening the square bracket, it will come a square plus b square cos square theta plus 2ab cos theta plus b square sin square theta. It is equal to, now we combine these two terms, a square plus b square plus sin square theta plus cos square theta plus 2ab cos theta. This sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1 from the trigonometrical identity. Identity means the value is same constant for each and every angle. Here theta may be any of the angle, sin square theta plus cos square theta is always 1. That means we can write a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. And what is OR? OR is this length. This is the length of the vector R. That means it is R square. Hence we find R square equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Square root from the both side R will be, when square root it will give plus minus values, because we are discussing the magnitude of vector R. That means magnitude is always positive, so we discard the negative sign. Finally we get R equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. So this is the magnitude of vector R. This formula is very important. Memorize it, because many problems are based on this formula, which we will see. Next is we have to find the angle between the vector R and the vector A, this alpha angle. So tan alpha equal to, if we take this triangle ORQ, we are considering triangle ORQ. In ORQ, tan alpha equal to RQ perpendicular by base OQ. What is RQ? RQ is B sin theta. And what is OQ? It is OP plus PQ. And OP is A plus PQ is B sin theta. So this is the value of angle tan alpha, and we have to memorize this formula. Similarly, the angle alpha can be found in terms of sine, that is equal to sin alpha equal to, taking the same triangle, perpendicular oblique hypotenuse, perpendicular is RQ by OR. So we can write it is B sin theta by R. So from parallelogram method, we can find the angle and the magnitude of the resultant vector. These formulas are important. Keep it to memorize. Next point is subtraction of vectors. Basically, subtraction is also an addition. Say vector A minus vector B. That means we are subtracting vector B from A. This can be equivalently written as vector A plus minus vector B. That means this is a vector A and this is the opposite vector of vector B. And then we have to add them. This will give the subtraction. Graphically, if we have to find the subtraction, we draw both vectors from the same point. Angle between them is theta say. If we draw vector in this way, that is head is towards A, then this vector is vector A minus vector B. Means the vector towards head is pointing, which is written first, minus then the other vector. If we have to find the B minus A, then we have to draw the arrow in this way. If arrow is this is my B, vector B minus vector A. And this A minus B and B minus A vectors are opposite vectors because there is only uh, there is only the negative sign difference. If we see the parallelogram method in which we have find the resultant of the sum of vector, in that case we also mention another diagonal. Let this is vector A, this is vector B, and we completed a parallelogram. From the same point, if we draw a diagonal, so we have told already that this is the vector A that is equal to vector A plus vector B. And the role of other vector, if we compare with this, if we draw this vector, this diagonal will give A minus B. Because both vectors are drawn from the same point and head of the resultant is towards A, so we see that this is the A minus B. But if we take head in this way, then this vector is called vector B minus vector A. In this way, we can subtract the vectors.